To be 18 is to live almost entirely in the future. You're full of ambitions, mapping out the years ahead, and building connections that feel like they'll last a lifetime. That was exactly the stage of life Ketan Lalal was in. He lived here, amidst the quiet hills of Tehri, Uttarakhand. By all accounts, he was an entirely ordinary teenager. He spent his days focusing on his studies, chasing his own personal goals, and navigating the typical, everyday experiences of youth. Every aspect of his routine was normal, harmless, and deeply familiar. Nothing about his daily life invited tragedy. But his routine shifted slightly when he made a new friend. He simply started talking to a local girl. One evening, his phone rang. He took the call, made a quick decision, and stepped out into the night to meet her. It leaves us with an incredibly difficult question to answer. What exactly did this 18-year-old do to deserve what happened next? He thought he was taking a quick, late-night stroll to catch up with a friend. In reality, he was taking his final walk. The moment he arrived, the trap snapped shut. Ketan and his friend were dragged into a room and locked inside. A simple act of teenage friendship triggered an immediate, overwhelming physical assault. Throughout the entire night, the attackers subjected Ketan to a severe, relentless beating. For hours on end, nobody intervened. His captors offered zero mercy, leaving him completely isolated. This was a sustained, calculated effort to inflict maximum pain and send a clear, lethal message. When morning broke over the terraced hills, Ketan's father was already desperately searching for his missing son. He eventually found him. His boy was lying on the ground, severely battered and soaked in his own blood. They rushed him to the nearest hospital in a frantic attempt to save him, but the physical trauma was too extreme. Ketan did not survive. In the span of 12 hours, a parent's anxious wait for a teenager to come home turned into a permanent, unfixable loss. The police moved quickly to investigate, and they soon had the accused individuals in custody. The legal records clarify why this happened. The police explicitly filed charges under the Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Act. That legal distinction confirms the underlying motive. Ketan's death was a violent enforcement of caste boundaries. We have to look past this single tragedy in Tehri and examine the broader society we live in. Are the artificial social boundaries of caste still more powerful than love, friendship, and basic human decency? Putting the perpetrators in jail provides a legal conclusion, but it does absolutely nothing to cure the deeply entrenched prejudice that motivated them in the first place. And it doesn't change the final outcome. Ketan is gone, and all the potential of his 18 years went with him. His story stands as a dark reminder. When prejudice is allowed to outweigh our connections to one another, humanity itself is the first victim. We must demand better. Justice for Ketan Lal.